Well, how do you do, buckaroos? Continuing on with my slumming with the beer whisperer series. Decided to give the PBR a chance. So here's the thing. I've been very hard on this beer over the last few years. I really have. I had seen some friends even get upset with me about how tough I've been on about this beer. So they have changed their website, because their website used to almost brag about their complex carbohydrate profile, how they use corn syrup as if it was a good thing. And I think a lot of folks that didn't understand beer kind of bought into it, that it was a good thing. But here's how the current website reads, and they mention nothing about corn syrup. And some like to dress it up and call it brewer's syrup. I mean, you can put lipstick on a pig, y'all. It's still a pig. Anyways, Pabst Blue Ribbon is brewed in the finest tradition of American premium lager dating back to 1844. Yeah. Brewed with a combination of 2-row and 6-row malted barley, select cereal grains, which I'm guessing is rice and corn, and American and European hops. So they're a little cagey right there. Pabst Blue Ribbon is fermented with a proprietary lager yeast, our unique fermentation and maturation process. Being a little cagey there too, because I'm guessing that means they use enzymes. But anyways, just speculate. Full body beer with a clean, crisp finish. With crisp finish and fine, noble hop aroma. So let's see. Well, it doesn't smell as sweet as I remember. Yeah, well, file that under. It is what it is. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I've been trying to revisit these, and not to necessarily just be hard on them. I'm trying to compare these all within their style. Some folks are very adamant, this beer is better than that beer. And to me, as a craft beer drinker, well, they're all pretty much the same, you know. It's like arguing over, you know, whose shit smells worse, you know. So I'm trying to see the macro drinker's point of view. And I have, there are some taste differences. I mean, they're minor, because in all of them you get basically a lot of the same thing. You get the sweetness, mostly from corn syrup, grassy, tinny, or metallic kind of flavors and aromas. They're all pretty much the same, but there are subtle differences. I did a back-to-back with a High Life and a Miller High Life and a Schlitz. And to me, the Schlitz felt a little cleaner than the High Life. But again, I mean, we're talking about very minor differences. Both were very similar, had similar sweetness, but I found, for me anyway, the Schlitz was a little bit less sweet, finished a tad cleaner. Now, I'll admit it did take me a little longer to set this video up than I'd hoped. I popped a beer, took a picture, so I probably have it a little bit warmer than I actually wanted, because I did have this ice cold, but it took me about 5 minutes to get things going. It didn't warm up a tad. But the truth is, I mean, within its style, okay? Are you following me? If we're talking about the American Adjunct Lager, I don't know, because here's where I have to eat a little crow. I've been hard on this one, saying this one is absolute most offensive, because that's how I felt about it at the time. And now that I'm revisiting these, I have to kind of eat my words a little bit. I don't know that this one is more offensive than all of those others, because I've mentioned that, because that was my last, you know, recollection of the Pabst. So I'm not saying it's a great beer, don't get me wrong, but do I think it's any more offensive than the others? No, I'm going to have to walk that back. To me, I mean, I've even said it as recently as a few days ago, but I haven't had it. Someone told me that you really need to revisit and see, and so I did. Here it is. This was $5.49, a 6-pack of Tall Boys. Will I buy it again? Honestly, probably not. It isn't a beer that even if I get to where I'm drinking cheaper beer on a regular basis, this is not going to be my go-to. But again, because there's just flavor things for me that don't work. But I can see why some that only drink macros might gravitate towards this one. How about that? Is that diplomatic enough? I got a burp stuck. Oh, excuse me. Oh, slap my ass and come inside. Damn, I am getting more beer out of it. You know? I mean, the last time I had a Pabst, man, all I could taste was that frickin' corn syrup, and it just drove me nuts. I don't know. Maybe they've done some things different. I don't know. Maybe my tastes have changed. Maybe they just decided to write a cleaner paragraph so people didn't bag on their corn syrup usage. I don't know. Either way, you know, once again, it is what it is. Drink it if you like. It makes me no never mind. If we take quality away, and let me get around to what I'm getting at here, as far as craft beer and macros, craft beer drinkers like myself say it's about quality. But then there are times you don't always want quality. Maybe there's just a familiar flavor. Like, again, there's certain things I love that I know aren't quality. I love canned hash. I know it's a terrible thing to eat. I know it's better if I make it myself, but it's something I had as a kid, and I like the flavor. So I think it's okay to go back and reminisce about some of this stuff. I just don't, you know, when folks start talking about quality, well, this beer is as good as that. No. Is this beer as good as a craft lager? No. Then again, it is less expensive. So again, it depends on what you're looking for at the time you're looking for, what flavor you want, and there you go. Hey, I'm the Beer Whisperer, BeerVangelist, prolific beer drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and all around good guy.